Hi everyone, Dearly Crafted here. So, welcome to the DP-a-thon. I'm Marissa McCartney, the crafty heifer, as you may know her as well. Needed some time filled for this event, and I was like, okay, I think I can do it, but I have to do it as a premiere because my internet is not fun, as many of you know. So I'm going to go ahead and kit up Corgi Nights and just want to make sure. Has everybody gone to the restroom? Just saying. It's an hour and a half or about an hour and 20 minutes is what I'm going to, or yeah, an hour and 20 minutes. I got a little timer on here. And let's see. So this is Corgi Nights. This is by Dreamer Designs. Also, I never realized that I had not done the DP diamond painting tag. So let's see here. I've got it over on the side, so I apologize here. And it's, 43 questions. I figure, why not? I haven't done it. Let's live dangerously. And so I hope everybody is having a great time. And this event is going to be the entire weekend. I was like trying to remember. You know me. It's going to be the entire weekend. And I'm not sure right now who is going to be after me. I'm not sure who was before me. I do apologize. And so I will provide the link for the next person down below in the description box. So that way you can find the next person in this series of the DP-a-thon. So this is Corgi Nights, and like I said, it's from Dreamer Designs. It was created by Sagittarius Gallery. So let's go ahead and let's see. I have answered some of these questions before, but so how did I find out about DP? Well, one of my friends had bought one for me as a birthday gift. She was really into it, and I was like, okay, what is this magic? What is this magic that you're presenting to me? But I got started on it, and once we got organized, she showed me how to kit up. I was hooked. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use my craft mates because I have, like, this painting has 18 colors, and I do have another painting already kitted up in here, which is Lion and the Lamb, but I can't show it because I don't know about the copyright, blah, blah, blah. But, but I do have 14 containers left to be able to do the Corgi Night, so I just figured the extra will just go into little baggies because this is a pretty small painting, so it's all good. But so yeah, that's how I got started in diamond painting. Like I said, my friend brought me one as a birthday gift, and I was like hooked from there on out and started a channel, and goodness knows, like I said, live dangerously, right? Let's see here. What was your first DP project? It was a picture of an old-timey sewing machine. Some of you may have seen it before. And that was the one that she had bought me for my birthday. Okay. So when I get my diamond paintings, I usually just go ahead and kind of throw everything in a bag, like one of these little makeup bags. And I do apologize. I got a little bit of sniffles every time. But so I just kind of throw everything in like one of these little makeup bags. And then this has the best kit. I tell you, I love this kit. The toolkit that comes with these is awesome. And they give you extra baggies too. So that'll help out with this kitting up. But I'll just put those off to the side for now because... But yeah, it's like there's actually 2 of these little wax containers, and then the DP pen with the style, with the grippy, and then it's got the little tray, so little white tray, and it's got their logo on the back. I love it, but I'll try to remember to put the unboxing link in the description box below as well. But I don't need the wax. I'm just kidding up. Oh my goodness. Can't take me anywhere. So, okay. So like I said, the colors in this are really vibrant. It's a Van Gogh, like a play on Van Gogh, but with the little corgis looking up at the sky. And like I said, it's really cute. I thought it was fun, and I thought it'd be a really nice. I know it's like still wintertime. It's like January right now, but I thought it'd be really fun to hang up in the craft room. My craft room was a little more colorful and stuff like that, so I thought it'd be fun. But okay, let me just pull the questions up again. I know I never get anything done on a live, so it's probably good I'm doing a premiere, but I'm still not getting much done. So let's see here. I might skip over a couple of questions because I know some of these have already been answered or irrelevant. So, do you prefer clear or opaque covers? I like the clear covers somewhat, but I do prefer the opaque because I kind of scanned the questions and I'll tell you the reason why later. But yeah. I prefer the opaque colors. It's not just because of not, you know, being surprised by the way the painting looks, but there's another reason. But I do like the clear because you can see through and kind of get an idea of how the painting looks incomplete. So I would say, you know, and I like the poured glue that I think comes with most clear covers. And so, yeah. So overall, I generally do prefer the opaque covers just because of a faux pas that can happen sometimes. But okay, so let's see here. What is your favorite DP you've done? My favorite DP I've done so far, it was an Ever moment, and it was a little girl. It's a wintertime scene, and it's a little girl kissing deer, and that was like one of my favorite ones. I was so excited about it, besides the fact it was my first ever moment. So I was, you know, wanting to get that done. That was probably one that I have worked on most consistently. It is done. Oh, okay. There's more black in here than I thought, but that's okay. It is done, but that was one that I really put a lot of effort into making sure and getting done. So I'm just gonna, because I didn't put aside any labels or anything like that, I'm just gonna use these. And on this one, it does go by the DMC, so I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm putting it on here real quick. Oh my goodness. I haven't kitted up for a while, so I'm kind of out of my groove, I guess you could say. So let's see here. How many DPs are in your stash? I currently have, I think, okay, there's this one, there's 2 in there, 2 in there, 7. I have 7 DPs in my stash. I know. That might be a Jeopardy question one day, right? Okay. Making some seriously bad jokes here. My apologies. So hopefully you're all talking amongst yourselves and having a good time, because I'm just making bad jokes over here. Never mind me. It's all good. All right, so what is the largest size you've completed? It is, once again, it's a little girl kissing the deer, and it was 45 by 60, I believe it was. I haven't done anything super uber large. Oh, just to let you know, I have like a little trash thing here. It's, oops, sorry about the reflection there. It's Fiona, also known as Diamond in the Rough. She gave this brilliant idea because I'm at my desk instead of my unboxing table. But I can use this on my unboxing table. Anyway, to use empty Kleenex boxes for your trash. Brilliant idea. I love it. Love it. Yep. All right. Let's see here. I answered that question. I'm hoping I don't go through these questions too fast, but kind of am. I told Marissa, I'm like, okay, so I have to not do my yes, no to these questions, but it doesn't look like I could have anyway. So, oh, I could have fit those in there. All right. Well, I'll just adjust for later. So, all right. Next question. Do you keep your spare drills? Yes, I do. I keep my spare drills because I like to do other things with them besides just storing them. I like to try to figure out different ways to use them after I'm done. And so I don't know if you saw I had done the, okay, so I'm going to have to redo this. As I had done a coloring page, like where I had colored a coloring book page, and then I applied drills to it afterwards. I'd used like a double-sided adhesive sheet that I purchased from Amazon and diamond painted what I had colored, and it was really kind of fun. I was actually thinking about doing it again. So yeah. All right. So I do keep my spare drills. What kind of setup do you have? Where do you diamond paint? Well, I diamond paint in a few different places around the house here. Most of the time I diamond paint up here. I do have this craft room set up upstairs in one of our spare guest rooms, and so I just have basically turned it into my craft room, but it can easily be converted back to a guest room. And so I do DP up here. And I also like to have a diamond painting downstairs sometimes in the living room. And so I can just take my light pad and like a smaller diamond painting and do one downstairs. I don't diamond paint like all the time, constantly. I kind of get one done and then kind of go to something else. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know I try to go through and do a few different things here and there, little variety, little diversity there on my crafting, and I like that. Excuse me again. But yeah, so the craft room or the living room, or when my friend is visiting, sometimes we'll go ahead and just set up in the dining room because it's just comfortable, and near the kitchen where you need to grab food to sustain your brain for being able to see the drills. And she likes her coffee too, so got to make sure and have that coffee readily available. So I've kind of given given coffee a little bit of a rest because the acidity in it was not making my teeth happy. So, and goodness knows you don't want unhappy teeth. So I just gave that a little bit of a rest, and I've been drinking what's called super coffee. It's like a mocha, a little bit of mocha. There's no label, so, but it's called super coffee, and it doesn't have the sugars and the acidity in it like the regular coffee does. So it's all good. Love it. I only need to drink about 1 or 2 max per day also, so I'm not constantly drinking coffee. And let's see here. Do you only work on one DP at a time or several? I used to only work on one DP at a time, but I kind of had a hiccup last year and stopped doing a DP because it reminded me of an event that was very sad in my life. You know, things happen, and I kind of stopped working on that. There was one, it was a bunny rabbit, and there was something that happened while I was working on it, so it just kind of reminded me. So I took a break. So that one's set up, but I'm not working on that right now, but I thought about going back to it and trying to finish it up. And then I had a DP that I had started before I started my channel, and I had stopped working on it. I had stopped working on it when I started my channel because I kind of wanted to just start fresh, the fresh slate. And that's when I started working on Mardi Gras the deer. That is my thumbnail for my channel. You know, I thought he was fun, and so, okay. So I have that one that's partially done, and then I have the bunny rabbit that's partially done, and I am going to finish those at some point, but once again, due to making sure be respectful of the copyright, I'm not going to show them because I've tried to look up their origins, and I can't find any definitive information on feeling comfortable about that. So I only got 3 colors done, and let's see here. Oh, I accidentally set my clock for 1 hour and 50 minutes. I'll have to reset that. We'll finish up this first. Okay, let's see here. I am hoping to goodness that this is recording right, because I can't even see my monitor at the moment. It's behind me. Let's see here. What is the biggest oops you've ever made? Oh, this is what I was telling you about what covers I like. The biggest oops I've ever made is putting the clear cover. I had gotten most of Mardi Gras done, and I put the clear cover on upside down where it's way sticky, and it stuck to Mardi Gras. I didn't think I was going to get off without ruining him. Fortunately, he was a partial, so I got him off. I got the clear cover. Got him off. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should probably edit that out. Ooh. I got the clear cover off of the Mardi Gras deer, and fortunately all was good and saved and happy. So, okay. I'm just going to move right past this. So that was the biggest oops. And so, yeah, this diamond painting tag was created by Marissa as well. I'm so glad that she had it and that I had never done it yet, because yeah, these are really good questions. Do you prefer to DP alone or with someone? I do like to DP alone. It's like meditation, and I'm sure that's not the first time you've heard somebody say that. It is like a meditation for me, and um, but that's only because I'm here alone a lot, as far as in my craft room. My husband doesn't come in my craft room and stuff like that very often, unless I need help with the computer. But when my friend does come out and visit, or that, then it is really fun to catch up with her. And when you're talking with friends on the phone and stuff like that, it's really kind of cool to be able to, just chit chat along and talk and that sort. So, let's see here. So my preference is, once again, it's kind of 50-50. It's kind of like the clear cover thing. I mean, or the opaque. I mean, it's, you know, nothing is detrimental as far as like must be that way to me. I guess you could say. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about that. Let's see here. How many diamond paintings have you finished? Okay, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to sit there and count on my fingers or whatever. But I did. Okay, so I did Mardi Gras, the deer, and then I did the crazy haired owl. I did that one for a friend for her birthday. Oh my gosh, that one was so cute. I loved it. I think they still sell it on Amazon, but they have a couple of different versions. And one version I noticed of the crazy haired owl is not as colorful as the one that I did. So if you look for like a crazy haired owl or whatever on Amazon, I mean, if I can find the link, I'll get it and put it down below. But of the one that I did, but I know there's a couple versions, and one doesn't have the bright colors like what I had. I loved the crazy haired owl that had the bright colors, and it was just really fun and sparkly, and it was a partial, and but I loved it. And then let's see what else I did. I'm trying to think of the ones that I'd done that I hadn't filmed first, that I completed. And even ones that I have finished, like I said, I've pulled those videos off because of once again, I don't know, I keep mentioning the copyright stuff, but I'm just like trying to be respectful. So I had done Crazy Haired Owl, did Mardi Gras, and then I started on Halloween Kitten. That's another one that I used to have the finish up, but Halloween Kitten was really cute. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. But the drills were so bad. It was like, so I'd done Halloween Kitten, and then I did the turkeys, and one of them had a very inappropriate looking face. I had to make adjustments to that face, where it has, I can't remember the wattle or whatever that hangs down, and there was just something odd going on there. So I'm just like, nope. Oh, okay. You know what? This is kind of cool that I'm doing this way, because I can actually see the DMC here and the number. Of course, I can't see the number 5, for instance, here, but at least I can see the DMC here. So there you go. All good. All right. And then I completed the little girl kissing the deer. And then, let's see. I'm trying to think what else I had done. I do not know. All right. I'm just checking the time here. So, I had completed another one recently, and I made it into a clock, and it worked out really well. I haven't finished trimming it out, so I may make that a separate video. I'm still looking up the copyright on that, so we'll go there, and I might just bleep myself out saying copyright. My goodness. So where did I put 6 in? Oh, there it is. Okay, I started this one too soon. I got this light from my husband for Christmas. Oh my goodness, it is so nice. I love it. I know I'm all over the place with myself right now. Okay, next question is okay, so 1 DP at a time or several? So right now I've got a few. I did have a few. I finished one of them, and so I've still got 2 as works in progress. What's the biggest? Oops. Haven't I finished? What is your favorite type of picture to order? Wolves, landscapes, etc. My favorite type of picture to order is like the classic, traditional, like Victorian looking DPs. And like this one, I like this one because it's kitschy. So my taste is varied as well. But I do like the Victorian looking DPs. I like, basically it's kind of like music or any other kind of artistic thing with me, is that it's not necessarily the genre or the particular time period of it. It's just, if it looks good, I like it. It's kind of like I said with music. If it sounds good to me, I like it. I'm not one that's necessarily stuck on specific groups. I mean, if they make a great song, fabu. If they don't, okay, I'm just not into it. So I guess hopefully that explains it. I have a varied taste as far as the DPs go. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. So, okay. I don't know if this is going to like, sorry, I'm just kind of thinking out loud and don't want to finish my sentence there for a moment. Who was your first DP YouTube creator that you found? Let's see here. I think, if I recall correctly, trying to think. Oh my goodness, that's been over a year ago. I know the top 3 to 5. I know, let's see, GB Maltese, Lovecraft Forever. I don't know the order in which I found them, but GB Maltese, Lovecraft Forever, see, was it Studio Sam? Who else? I'm trying to think. I know those were like the top 3 out of 5, and like I said, it's in no particular order, but I was just like, love them and totally addicted to watching stuff. I was like, oh my goodness. Learned a lot from them as well. So excited. Love the positive and they were positive and they were fun, and I just loved them. So it was inspiring. Let's see here. So if I think of the others, I'll let you know throughout this, because I'm all over the place with these tag questions. Have you ever ordered a custom? No, I haven't. I have never ordered a custom. I have yet to do that. I know there are some honeymoon pictures that I thought about getting, because we traveled for our honeymoon, that I thought about getting, but I'm still on the fence about that. So not really sure. I'm trying to actually utilize and finish some DPs right now before I order any more, unless there's something that I really, really want. Not doing a whole lot of shopping. I know you're sitting there going, oh my goodness, that's just wrong. But it's true. I know. I only have like 5 or 8, but I do have a couple of really big ones from Diamond Art Club, one in particular that I thought about finishing or doing for one of my friends, because she couldn't do it. I thought she might be able to, but her health, she just can't sit the way she needs to be able to DP comfortably. So I thought about doing that for her. So okay, let's see here. Okay, and then the next question was, if so, what was it of? Like I said, I didn't order a custom, but I told you what I thought about getting it, So that's a possibility. I also thought about getting one of Ralphie over here, my guinea pig that you guys saw in the previous video. I thought about getting one of him because he's just so darn cute. That's all there is to it. So, right. Hold on a second. My tablet shut down the questions here. Oh, that kind of went wonky. Fix that real quick. OCD. Tell ya. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm not like measuring to make sure it's perfectly straight. So I'm doing good here. Okay. Next question. What are the companies that you would never order from? Oh, I don't have any one company in particular. I don't order from that many companies. So, that could be a very long list of where I never order from. I haven't had any experience that I can recall with any companies that are that bad, but like I said, I'm just not a big purchaser of diamond paintings. So, I know the companies that I prefer to order from. And like I said, if they have artwork that I like, once again, it kind of goes back to that question. If they have some artwork I like, I will order it. And I do prefer a few different companies. I like this one from Dreamer Designs. I have a few. Oh, that was the other one that I completed. I did the one from Diamond Art Club that I won from Gwynnie, the Bear and the Bird, Bruce and Maisie. I completed that one. And then I have the Tin Soldier from Diamond Art Club, and then of course my Ever Moment. So it's not so much, the list is shorter of places. I guess, because I don't really know that much about other companies. I just kind of find a company and stick with it. I'm that kind of person. But I do keep it kind of varied among the companies that I do know that I like. And if I happen to come across a company that I really like, that's great. Like I said, if they have something that really interests me, okay, I'll give them a try. Because I've ordered a few from Amazon of different companies that they were okay. I didn't pay as much for those on one of them. Two of them I did pay pretty decent money for. I can't remember the names of the companies, but for the turkey and the Halloween kitten, I paid a pretty good amount of money for the size of the paintings that I did or got. And the drills weren't fabu. I had to wash them. And so I'm not saying that all the companies on Amazon are like that. I'm just saying that was my experience. But of course, that was a year ago, over a year ago. So I think a lot of companies haven't made improvements with what they have available and that sort of thing. So got to give them some cred. You know, there are a lot of companies that are trying to make sure and make improvements and stuff too. So, I keep saying copyright. Oh my goodness. I know my husband put some editing stuff on my system, but I don't know if I'll be able to actually use it without cutting something out accidentally. So, let's see here. Do you seal your canvases? If so, how? I have only sealed a couple of canvases. And once again, it was the Halloween kitten and the turkeys because the drills were popping really bad. And I was concerned about losing drills on those over time because they are going to be stored with the holiday season in like a flat box. And I planned on keeping them for years to come. So with the popping drills that I experienced with them, I did go ahead and seal those, and I sealed them with the Tombow liquid glue, and I did pretty good with it. I did have to watch not to go too thick because there were parts of Halloween kitten that got kind of thick in that process when I was sealing them. And if you bend it at all, it kind of has that cracky look. But fortunately, the Tombow liquid glue is clear. So yeah, it's in a clear bottle with a blue lid, and it's the Tombow Aqua liquid glue. So, and let's see here. I'm just trying to go down because there's 43 questions. Okay. So the only reason that I really seal a canvas is because of longevity. I haven't sealed my little girl kissing the deer, which is my wintertime, like combo Christmas, after Christmas to Valentine's Day combo canvas. I haven't had to seal that. That one was from Evermoment. I think that one's fine. I never had a issue with popping drills on that. So I'm going with that. Only seal them if the glue is not very sticky and I'm concerned about losing drills. That's why I would seal them. Do you prefer round or square? Why? I do prefer square because of the coverage because of the coverage on the square. I like how it fills in, you know, everything. The round does go faster though. I did just complete a round, and I've of course I've done partials before, but I do prefer the square with most pictures because it seems like the coverage is better. But of course I know that you can get pixelation in that process as well. So it's kind of something that you have to watch with squares, in my opinion. These are all just my opinions. Just not saying these are like the rules of diamond painting. But so yeah, I prefer the square, but I did like how fast the round ones, how quickly I was able to complete the round ones, because with the majority of time with the rounds, if they don't have those little training wheel circles on the diamond painting, you can, it seems like you can just place them faster because you don't necessarily have to line them up and make sure as much with the whole straight line and in the square. But so as far as the overall look, I do prefer square. And oh, that's another one that I finished, was a little prayer girl. And once again, that was another one I took that video off. I actually removed about half of my videos of completions and unboxings. So if you guys have, you know, wondered, I did do that. And once again, that was out of respect. I learned a lot from Tiny Worlds of Wonder, love her, about that copyright thing. So all right, so I know you guys, this is gonna become I know it's like, is this gonna become a drinking game or something? Every time I say copyright, you're like, oh, drink. Oh. Okay. Let's see, how many drill pins do you have and what is your favorite? Well, I don't have any. Well, I have mainly these basic ones with the squishies. So I do have one from Rachel Ray that's with, it's with a kit over there that she had made. It's really pretty. It's like, oh, here it is. Okay. I thought it was behind me, but it's right here. Rachel Ray had made me one that I really like for placing single drills. And oh yeah, this is I love that. This is one of the cover minders that Fiona Diamond in the Rough had made for me. I love it. It's so pretty. But yeah, and so, and this is another cover minder she made me where you can put wax in one side and trash drills in the other. Cover minder, love them. Okay, so this, so as far as single placer, this was a drill pin that Rachel Ray had made, and I'm not sure if you can see the sparkles in it. It is gorgeous. I love it. And it's a stylus. It's got a stylus at the end, and it's just really pretty. And this is like a pearly blue finish. So yeah, I love this. I just used that on one that I finished recently. Oh, and she sent me that too. It was really cute. I appreciate it. It's like awesome. So yep. So I have like this little toolkit here, and then this little toolkit here as well, that I just usually take this one with my downstairs DP, depending on what kind of, if I have to use, like if I'm doing a bigger diamond painting and stuff like that, I'll like pull some of the things from here if I need them, like the multi-placer that's already set up, and I try to keep it in here and keep it clean. And I do have like a 3 placer in that other one, but that's for smaller ones. And then I use a big multi-placer on bigger DPs. So let's get to the next question. I keep getting distracted by myself. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. How do you deal with bubbles and rivers in your canvas? Okay. So I have, that I can recall, I have not had necessarily bubbles and rivers. I think if I did have a slight one, I can't recall. If I did have something, I was able to just kind of poke it with a pin and put the cover back on and just squeeze the air out of it. And as far as the rivers, like I said, I don't recall if I've ever had any rivers that were that bad. But me personally, I might try and take like a hairdryer or something. If I had some rivers, I might try to take a hairdryer over the glue, like pull up the cover and take a hairdryer like on high heat very carefully over the glue. And then put the cover back down and probably try to smooth it and get the glue to dissipate. That would probably be what I'd try. I know that other people have other options as far as what they do. And so, yeah. So that's just me. Just saying, I'm a weird one. Do you use multi-placers? Oh, yes. I was so excited when I learned how to use a multi-placer. And so what I did with the multi-placers was I started out with the 3 and then moved up to the 6. And I actually do have a video on how I do the multi-placers, and you might find it amusing because I talk about how you look for elephant feet. Once again, just check my playlist. It's like under the hints or something playlist, but it's really, I am just special in the brain sometimes like that. But so there's like 2 or 3 videos where I talk about the using multi-placers, and I think I show you like with a couple different kinds. Like there's the 3, 6, and 9. But in the 9 placer, I was able to get 10 sometimes if you roll it just right. And so I love multi-placers. I know some people don't like them. They prefer the checkerboard method instead. And just doing, the single diamonds. I get it. Everybody has their own dealio. I totally get it. And the checkerboard is kind of fun because of that clicky sound when you do the checkerboard process. I've never done a video that I can recall with the checkerboard process. So yeah. But I have done the checkerboard process, and it is kind of fun because you get that satisfying little clicking sound of when you fill in your diamonds. So respect with people that do them individually. Total respect for that, right? Okay. What is your favorite multi-placer to use? Depends on what size of the painting. Like one that I had just finished up. It was a small painting, and so there were no huge areas of color blocks, not huge areas of color blocking or anything like that. So I liked the 3 placer. And then with my little girl kissing deer, that was a bigger painting. So I liked using the 6 placer, and there was like a lot of snow, a lot of white in that painting as well. So I did like using the 10 placer. And with my Halloween kitten, I had a lot of black in some spots. So I did go between the 6 and the 10. So it basically, it depends on what size the painting is, of which multiplacer is my favorite. But I would say, as far as if I were to just generalize, like for this one, for instance, I'm just looking to see what I've got. So I would say with this size, for instance, I would probably be rotating between the 3 and the 6. But if the painting is bigger, it has big blocks of color, I'll go for the, you know, using the 9, 10 placer thing. So you guys are like, oh my goodness, how many questions are there? Well, it's, you know, it's really good. These are some questions that it's like brilliant. Really have to think about them. If you could sit in DP with anyone on YouTube in person, who would it be and why? I don't know. I'd be like, I'd want to DP with a lot of people. So I couldn't pick just one. All right. What is your favorite reason to DP? It is relaxing. I mean, when you have a bad canvas and stuff like that, it's kind of a challenge. Don't get me wrong. But for the most part, it does provide a way to just kind of zone and meditate. It's almost like reading to me, in my opinion, as far as a hobby. It's almost like reading. It's a way to just meditate. And then the bonus that you get from this is that you've created something that you can look at, accomplishments. So, and it's unique, it's different. I like to draw and do other crafts as well, but it falls into that relaxing, meditative focus, but not so focused that you have to, you know, on some of it, depending on what you're doing, it's not so beyond focus that it takes away from the relaxing part of it, in my opinion. So, okay. Okay. Would you go on a DP retreat if there was one? Yes, as a matter of fact, Marissa is the Crafty Heifer. Once again, she's known as the Crafty Heifer. Marissa McCartney is putting together a DP retreat, trying to put one together in Texas. I know my husband and I have, like, you know, I've mentioned it to him and that I might like to go, and not that I might like to go, I would like to go. Although I just want to make sure, as far as what plane, you know, because I would have to fly, and so I don't know what's going on as far as, and that's in October that she's thinking about putting together that retreat, or that she has planned on putting together that retreat. And so I need to kind of be realistic about what I might have going on at that time. But I would love, love, love to go. I think it would be really fun. But I do have to consider what, you know, as far as making arrangements for here, and for flights and stuff like that. So, yeah. And it's in Texas. Sorry, Marissa. I'm just kind of like drawing a blank on everything here. And it's in Texas. But she might talk more about that on her video that she does for the DP-a-thon. I'm thinking she probably will. So I'm going to put you guys on pause for a moment. I need to grab a drink of mocha. Okay, I apologize for that. Brain was getting a kind of thirsty. My mouth was just like getting kind of blah blah blah. So nothing new. It's all good. So okay, so since I got these all filled up, I'm just gonna do this. And what I'll do is I'll like keep these little bags like with this somehow. I think they're, yeah, I think I'll be able to figure out a way to just kind of keep it with that. So not a big deal. All right, next question. Okay, what's our time? Oh, almost an hour. Okay. Kind of trying to space these out so I didn't have to go through and do other tag questions, because like I just want to make sure not throw it all off for y'all or myself for that matter. So it's like, okay. Do you prefer a thick or thin canvas? I like the thicker ones because they actually feel like a canvas. So I don't have a lot of like thinner canvases, but that I can think of. Well, maybe the Halloween kitten and the turkey were a little bit thinner. Yeah. So I prefer the thick ones. It feels more like a canvas. It feels more sturdy. Just, I'm not sure that it really makes a whole lot of difference, but it does feel better, more like a real canvas to me if it's thicker. And I like that. The artist in me maybe likes that better. All right. Okay. My bag's got a little bit of static there. A little stuck. It's all good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and like cut the number and just stick that inside there. Let's see, I'll put it to where it's like the DMC, because these have a number and they have the DMC, but it goes by DMC on the chart there, the legend. So make sure the DMC is very visible. All right. Next question. What is your favorite tray to use? My favorite tray is this one, because I could put a lot of different colors, even with a small painting. Excuse my sniffle. Even with a smaller painting, and like the one I just did, I was able to like get quite a few drills in here, and then I just like that I didn't have to reload drills all the time. I mean, efficiency is kind of a thing. I know it's a relaxing thing, but I do like being efficient with things that I do if possible, and I'm kind of, you know, just trying to get some serious work done. So this one has a little orange spout, or little orange door, slidey door thing, and it's, to me, it's deep enough and has space so that I don't have to reload necessarily a lot. And then if I've still got some left over and need to put that color back, I just usually, you know, tip it into this one with the spouty thing, because this one, it's like most bags don't have like a big opening, but with this I can just, if I'm using bags, then I need to put it in here. If I'm using this, I can usually just tap it right back down into there and get most of them right back into the Craft Mates slot. So that's my favorite tray. long drawn out explanation, I think, right? Oh, okay. I'm going to keep this out because I already have one in here. So, like I said, alrighty. Put that back. Next question. I have not done one of these. I haven't done like video in a while, so I'm just kind of like winging it here. Okay. Who have you passed on the DP addiction to? I don't think I've passed it on to anybody because it's like my friend and I are, I mean, I do talk to my other friends and stuff, but I haven't really passed it on to anybody. So just saying. That is one thing I have not passed it on. I haven't passed it on that I can think of to anyone. I don't remember sometimes on certain things, but I'm pretty sure I haven't even done that yet. It's hard to say. So we'll see in the future. All right. What is your favorite drill color? Well, trying to think as far as I did have like, it's like a periwinkle kind of color. I don't know if it's necessarily any of these because these are more of the blue. I don't know. There was like a color in the little girl kissing the deer that was like it was like a French blue. It's kind of like the blue that we have our living room done in. It's kind of like a French blue, and that's why I got the little girl kissing deer, because she had the color. It had, that painting had the color in it, and so it's like a undertone of gray blue. And so I don't know what the DMC is of that. My apologies, I don't know. But it has to be as far as like, mixed, right. I mean, it has to be with the other right complementary colors. So, but that's just one that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, there's so many gorgeous colors, and there are purples, and so it depends on what painting it is in. And ooh, I'm gonna have WD-40. These are getting stuff. It depends on what painting it's in and how it's used in it and that sort of thing. So I'll give you one answer and then just give you that disclaimer of, hey, it kind of depends on where it is. So kids are like, I know, I can see you rolling your eyes, just rolling your eyes so hard. But I do like the deep blue color. I think there's a deep blue color in here. This 797 color is really pretty. The one that's in here. Pull that out here. Okay. Let's see if I can show you. It's like a bluish purple color to me. I want to flick this whole thing. That's the one thing about craft mates you gotta be careful with. But this color is really pretty. Can you see it? That's 797. So I'm sitting kind of in the sunshine here at my desk a little bit. So hopefully that's pretty true to color right there. All right. Okay, next up. If you could DP anywhere in the world, where would it be? Well, I mean, I like DP in here. And so basically it seems like it's asking what your favorite part of the world is. And if you're gonna relax and just DP and stuff. Probably the coast of Italy. I like the Italian coast. It's beautiful, and there's something about it that's just romantic, and it would have to be like a small coastal town, just really relaxing, and not a whole lot of, I guess, not a whole lot of noise going on, just enjoying the Mediterranean and relaxing and having your sparkle water, and yeah. So that's what I like for vacation, as well as if I was going to be there. So, but yeah. So let's see here. Next question is, do you use the light pad? Yeah, I use the light pad majority of the time. I don't recall the last time I have not used a light pad. It just seems like that way I don't strain my eyes. And oh, I forgot, I don't have any more of this. That way I don't strain my eyes. And because I did my first DP, and that was, what was it, a 30 by 40. I did my first DP without a light pad, and besides the fact that it was my first DP, it did strain my eyes, so I had to take a lot of breaks from it. And like I said, I was still new at it too, but once I got that light pad, whoo, game changer. Yes. So I think it's a good thing to have, for sure. Okay. Just get that in there. Get to the next question. So if we have a little bit of time, I might go ahead and put down a couple drills here too. Like I said, I was trying to make sure and just get this done for you. Do you use a lot of accessories or make do with what is in the kit? I mean, it's kind of 50-50 as far as maybe, I don't know. I mean, this is like a kit with some of my own additions. So, like the tweezers that come in this, love them. I have a Sharpie on hand, if I want to make any kind of notes or something. And so, I mean, I don't have a ton of accessories that I can think of. I mean, I guess mostly, for the most part, I make do with what's in the kits. Like I've got this little spoon from the kitchen, or that used to be, but now it's mine. So I do have a few accessories, but so I say a majority of it is probably make do with what's in the kit. But like I said, some kits are so ready to go. I think one of the big things that I noticed with kits was the right kind of tweezers, because with squares and stuff, I know you gotta have those pretty good tweezers. Makes it a lot nicer, because I did one with the cheapy tweezers, and oh, that was a nightmare. So nice tweezers like what came with this kit, love it, and what comes with every moment, love it. But let's see. So, and the drill pins that come with the kits, those pink ones, okay, yeah, I can use them if I have to, but I prefer having the ones with the squishy on them as well. So, like, having a squishy on it makes a big difference. So I'm not gonna, there was one right in here. Yeah. So that squishy thing that you have, that makes a huge, that's a game changer for me, because I don't like the pink that doesn't have a squishy, or any drill pin that doesn't have the squishy. It's just, it creates that callus there too much for me. So, all right. And let's see. What is your favorite working storage? Well, I have this. I have a few different options as far as storage. And then I have my diamond painting closet. So basically it's like, if I have space in this, I like this, the craft mates. And then I have my diamond painting closet for like when I'm set up here at my desk. I like it because I don't have to, I'll link that video below as far as me making a diamond painting closet. I don't have to open these containers for whatever reason. It's just my diamond painting closet. I can just have that set up. And it's something where it's like, it's something that's stationary, set up on my desk. Like when I did my biggest one, my little girl painting the deer, I had that out of my diamond painting closet, and I was able to just pull it out and not have to fumble with doors. But as far as transportable storage, this is my favorite, and versatile. I'm able to get pretty close to 2 paintings worth of drills in here, and it's a smaller painting, so I can easily take this downstairs. And then I also do have where I have like on a bigger painting, I do have like a basket set up from before I started doing my channel. I had a little basket set up with, you know, the oh gosh, sandwich bags or snack bags, where I have them lined up in a basket, and I just work from it, and I can just take the basket and the rolled up painting, you know. So that's portable too. But as far as, like I said, the bigger one of my little girl kissing the deer, I kept that as a stationary with my diamond closet. So that is like working storage. And then what is your favorite long-term storage? My favorite long-term storage is, let's see here. I'll pause you again. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just trying to make sure I don't pull up my headphones here, because I had to go and get some stuff. Okay, so my favorite long-term storage is this. I have this notebook, and so that's my little girl kissing deer. Hope it's okay I showed it, but this is my little parrot girl. So anyway, when I finish the little girl kissing the deer, and just little parrot girl, I take on a card and I put everything in a small baggie, and then I tape it to the card like in layers, almost like shingles, almost like laying shingles down, not the skin issue. But anyway, so, oh, and the favorite colors, I think it's a 415. I like that one. And then the purple that was really pretty was 3743. This had just beautiful colors in it. So that would be a couple of the prettiest colors. The 3072 is really pretty too. There's a lot of pretty colors in it, but it was very, so that's my favorite long-term storage. And that's what I do, is I put the actual, the sheet, the inventory sheet on the front, and then on the back is where I put the spare drills. And then that way, if I ever have a drill pop off or whatever, I can just refer to this sheet. And so, yeah. So that is that. Just going to do that there. So it's just a binder, and that's the way I set it up with my long-term storage of my spare drills. And then as far as what I was talking to you about before, I have this basket. When I first started diamond painting, I just kind of set it up and have a snack basket. And then that way I can just like have a tray and just kind of go through the basket. And I can just take this downstairs. But when I had the stationery set up for the little girl kissing the deer, I made this diamond closet to where I have a tray in each bag, and I can just pull it out and have it stationary on my desk and use it as I need to. Put the tray back in, and then, like I said, so I have a tray for each one. And this is the bunny. So these are the two that are outstanding that I'm still working on here. There's a flower picture and then the little bunny picture. So, okay. Running at 1:15, an hour and 15 minutes so far. So I'm going to try to finish up these questions and this. Let's see here. What storage have you seen that you want? There was one that Creative Mayhem did. It was a train case. And I have seriously considered getting that. Just because it looks very efficient. I think it has like over 80 containers in it that hold quite a few drills in each little container. I think, well, there are two different sizes. So it has over 80 containers, but I think, are a couple different sizes of containers. And I love it. It's just it's like a train case, and I can't remember the dimensions of it. If I think about it, I'll link her video below as well for that train case. And I guess you can get it from AliExpress, but it's really neat. So that would be one storage that looks really efficient. I love the idea of it, and would love that to be either long-term, a possible long-term but and or working drill storage. Okay. And do you keep your diamond paintings or give them as gifts? I have done both. I keep like the holiday ones, and I definitely have kept the holiday ones that I've done. And then I've given a couple away as gifts. So, yeah. So both on that. And let's see here. Trying to make sure I don't go over the hour and a half. I was going to make an hour 20, but it looks like we're getting close to that. So, like I said, it's just questions, so it's no big. Who inspired your channel? I'm not really sure. I mean, it was just... I can't even really think of for sure who inspired it. You know, it just looked like I said, I watched GB Maltese, Studio Sam, Lovecraft Forever. It looked like they were just having so much fun showing what they were doing. So I guess it would be those three. And like I said, they were so positive and fun and just showing what they were doing. So I would say those three for sure. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anybody, by the way. Let's see. Do you cut your cover or leave it whole? I leave it whole. And that's why I'm thankful for the cover minders that Fiona Diamond in the Rough sent me. I like keeping my covers whole. And not cutting off the some people cut off sections, but I just like the cover minder use. So, what do you do with your extra trays, wax, or pins? Right now, I just kind of store them. I have a storage spot. And I have a craft armoire that has a lot of this stuff. So I just have a specific box set aside for the extra items until I need them, or if I just want to thin them out and get rid of some of them. And if I know of somebody that needs something, I'll send them if they need something. So let's see here. Do you use the wax or another type of tacky? I've been using the regular wax, but I have been interested in possibly trying that patty wax that a lot of people seem to like. And but at this point so far, I've only used I was gonna try the blue tack, but it stuck too hard for me and it kept making the popping. So there was some kind of blue tack for hanging posters and stuff like that. And so I've just used the wax that come with the kits, the regular pink wax so far, beyond trying the blue tack. So currently using the pink. What is your ultimate dream DP? I don't really have one at this time. I haven't seen one that I think I absolutely need. So I don't really have one at this time. The one that was my ultimate dream DP I did get was the little girl kissing the deer. And that was from Ever Moment. But once again, I can't show you because of the copyright. Okay. But yeah, so so that was the end of the questions. I hope it wasn't too droll. And hopefully you're getting a snack or whatever to get ready for the next person. Like I said, I do apologize that I'm not sure of who the next person is up after me. And sorry, I had to pause you for a second there. Not sure of who the next person is up after me, but I will try to make sure and get that in here, into the links. I'll get in touch with Marissa and get that into the description below. And oops, popped that right off, didn't I? I should have taped that extra. All right, tape that extra. So hopefully you guys had a good time listening to me babble and not really know what the heck I was talking about. But it is what it is. It's fun for my brain to even think of talking with you. And currently, as far as lives go, I have chosen not to do any scheduled lives at this time, just because of, general things going on with my fun internet and goodness knows what else. But it's all good. I do miss talking with y'all on the lives for sure. But I'm kind of winging it right now. And let's see. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do for sure with this. But I hope everybody has a fantastic time with the rest of the DP-a-thon this weekend. From what I understand, this is going to premiere Friday afternoon, so hopefully I do get to actually talk with you and visit with you, and I hope you guys are doing great. I'm just going to quit babbling now because you probably need to go get something to drink and stop by and, say hi to your significant others, and goodness knows. It's all good. Hope everybody has a great time. We'll talk with you later. Bye.